What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I want to give you an overview of where I see silver going over the next few weeks. We've already seen silver price move down 23 cents today. However, I think it's going to get worse. There's a few meetings coming up. There's a few big events coming up over the next few weeks, which will determine if we see silver price move back down into the teens or see silver price go up from where it is right now. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so what events are going on over the next few weeks, which will decide if silver price moves up or moves down from where it is right now? So to kick things off, today is Monday, March 6th, and if we read the headline here from this Kitco news article, it says gold, silver tread water ahead of Powell and jobs data. So Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to be speaking over the next few days, and based on what he says, this certainly could have an effect on silver price. And then we're going to get the jobs data on Friday. So there's a lot coming up this week. If we just read the first part of the article here, focus is on Fed Chair Jerome Powell's testimony on U.S. monetary policy to Senate and House committees on Tuesday and Wednesday, so over the next 2 days. Then comes the February U.S. Employment Situation Report from the Labor Department on Friday morning. The key non-farms payrolls component of that report is expected to show a rise of 225,000 jobs, following a mammoth rise of 517,000 in the January report. If we look at silver price over the last few days, we can definitely see some volatility whenever news comes out. So on Friday, March 3rd, we got the report for the U.S. service sector for the month of February. It was good. The service sector grew. We saw silver price initially dip down. However, then it recovered and gained even more before the markets closed. Contrast that to today, we're seeing no news come out and this slow downward trickle in silver price leading up to Powell speaking. So basically, if he's talking about raising rates even more, possibly bigger rate hikes, then this is going to be really bad for precious metals, super bearish. I mean, we're probably going to see gold and silver dip much lower. However, if he's talking about maybe stopping the rate hikes, pivoting, even lowering rates, that's going to be super bullish for precious metals. So basically just has to do with what he says over the next few days. I definitely expect to see some more volatility. If we look at Jim Wyckoff's market rating for silver, he gives it a 3.5, which is a bearish rating. Anything under 5, he thinks silver price is probably going to go down. So I agree with that. I think we are going to see silver price move down over the next few days based on what Powell says. And then obviously the employment data on Friday is going to have an effect on silver price as well. The next FOMC meeting is on March 22nd, 2023. So we still have a few weeks until we get there. However, CME Group is predicting a 25 basis point rate hike. They're saying 69.4% chance of this happening. So they're pretty confident. However, 30% chance that there's going to be a 50 basis point rate hike. If this happens, this is going to be really bearish for precious metals. Obviously, the higher rates go, the stronger the dollar will get. And because silver is essentially the opposite of the dollar, we could see silver move a lot lower. And one other thing I want to point out is that on Tuesday, March 14th, we're going to get the inflation data from February. So based on that data, this will obviously affect their decision on the next rate hike. I mean, if the data is looking really promising, if we see inflation moving down at a steady pace, then they might do a smaller rate hike. But if inflation goes up, for example, they're probably going to do a larger rate hike. So there's a lot of stuff to factor in. There's a lot of news coming out over the next few weeks that are going to affect precious metal prices. But I do expect to see silver move lower, and we could see silver move down into the $19 range over the next 2 or 3 weeks, which would be crazy to see because this would be an excellent buying opportunity. I do want to briefly go over the Keith Neumeyer article that came out today on Kitco. The headline is "Silver Mines Will Likely Be Bought by Automakers Like Tesla, Silver to $125 per ounce." So Keith Neumeyer is super bullish on silver long term. If you don't know who he is the CEO of First Majestic Silver. They have a massive silver mine in Mexico. So he's predicting that over the course of probably the next few years, we're going to see silver move up to $125 an ounce. If we just dig into the start here, automotive companies like Tesla could soon purchase silver mines as they seek to control supply over critical metals required for electric vehicles. That's according to Keith Neumeyer, President CEO of First Majestic Silver, who forecasts that this, combined with other demand-driven factors, will send the price of silver up to $125 per ounce. And I listened to the article, or the interview rather, and I don't think he really gave a time frame for that. But if we scroll down here, Neumeyer pointed out the fact that silver is needed for car batteries and solar panels to operate efficiently. Neumeyer observed that based on estimates, the average Tesla vehicle contains 1 kilogram of silver. As demand for electrification grows, the silver price is expected to rise. So that's really interesting. He talks about some other stuff in this article, which I'm not going to go over, but he is thinking we'll see $125 silver in the future. Obviously, if we see a dip in silver price over the next few weeks and over the next few months, this would be a great buying opportunity, especially if we're going to see silver go that high over the next few years. That is some of the craziness going on with silver right now. Honestly, if we do see a nice dip in silver price, possibly silver going down 50 cents or $1 this week or next week, I would say back up the truck, baby. This is a great time to be buying more silver, especially with lower premiums across the board. I am definitely eyeballing some Canadian silver Maple Leafs. I want to pick up some more Maple Leafs. If you watched my video last week, I talked about adding to my monster box. I want to finish my monster box of Canadian silver Maple Leafs, so I think I need 150 or 175 more coins to do that. So I'm definitely going to be buying some more silver, especially if we have a nice dip. When you see red for silver price, that means it's time to buy. Leave your comments below. What do you think is going to go on with silver price? It'll be really interesting to see how all of this pans out. I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.